Welcome to 12 News. I'm Jade Biloxa.
And I'm Chloe Ortega. Thanks for joining us. Here's some of the stories we're following today, Monday, December 6th. Another deadly shooting in Jackson has city leaders focused on solutions. Hear from one city councilman on why he's proposing a youth curfew.
Plus, at least 17 states have now identified cases of the new Omicron variant. Why one local doctor says it's just a matter of time before it hits the Magnolia State.
And gas prices are still high across Mississippi, but we'll tell you how the pain at the pump could soon be going away. All those stories and more coming up, but first let's have a check on your forecast. It's going to be opposite today. It's going to be warm and then it's going to get cold.
Yeah, and we just had some rain over our studio.
Yeah, we just heard that rain on the roof. It was just a quick little shower, but look off to our north and west. That's the cold front that's approaching the region, and we have lots of lightning strikes off in northwest Mississippi. Now here in central and south Mississippi, really not much rain. We had that quick shower and a few showers across the area, but we'll have more and more as we go through the day. So if you're not yet seeing any rain, you're definitely seeing cloud cover. We have overcast skies and muggy conditions, but changes are on the way because this is a cold front. So like Chloe said, kind of opposite of what we're used to. High temperatures will actually be this morning. This is likely as high as we're going to go. It's 67 degrees right now in Jackson and Forest, 68 from Yazoo City down to Vicksburg, and mid and upper 60s in the Pine Belt too. So yes, it's a warm start to the day, but grab the rain jacket or an other coat because as temperatures fall, we're going to actually get into the 50s as we go through today as those showers and storms continue. A few of them have the chance to be on the strong to possibly severe side, so we'll have a look at that coming up in the full forecast.
Starting off in Jackson, another deadly shooting over the weekend leaves one family searching for answers. Happened around 2 p.m. Saturday at the Texaco North State Street. When police got there, the victim was found dead in a car. Witnesses say they heard at least 20 gunshots. Tasha Taylor, a family friend, describes her initial reaction after the shooting.
Where he got a newborn child on the way he's never going to be able to see, and it's just horrible. Like, we got the phone call and it was him, and he a person never messed with nobody, never talked to nobody. He was the sweetest person that you ever want to meet in the world. He was always friendly, he was always respectful, and I just hate the crime is like it is today.
And we reached out to JPD for more information on this case, and we're waiting to find out any new information. After the latest murder to happen in Jackson, one city councilman is offering a potential solution to the city's crime crisis.
Ward 3 Councilman Kenneth Stokes says the violence in Jackson has gotten out of hand and it's time for change. Standing alongside faith leaders, Stokes addressed another record-setting year of violence and crime in the capital city. He proposed the idea of setting a curfew for all minors. The councilman says he plans to present his proposal to the city council with hopes of it being approved and implemented as early as January. This all comes just weeks after he hosted a packed town hall focused on stopping violence in Jackson. Stokes also says he'll host a public hearing focused on crime mitigation solutions.
We can't sit back and turn our heads and ignore the deaths that's taking place. Some are older, some are younger. But we want to make sure that we can save these young people by instituting a curfew.
Councilman Stokes' public hearing will be held Thursday night at New Hope Missionary Baptist Church. And that brings us to this morning's 12 News Connect question. Do you think a youth curfew will help reduce violent crime in Jackson? Yes or no? Vote using the 12 News mobile app or go to WJTV.com/connect. We'll have the results for you at 6 and 6:30.
And now we turn to the coronavirus and new information about the Omicron variant spread. The new variant has now been confirmed in at least 17 states, including Louisiana. As of now, no cases of Omicron have been found in Mississippi, but Dr. Timothy Quinn says it's just likely a matter of time. But the state's transportation commissioner says he's not giving Omicron much thought.
As of today, we do not know for sure if the Omicron variant is in Mississippi or not. We are doing some sequencing of some people that have been infected as far as the virus, but so far, none of the ones that have been sequenced have revealed Omicron variant specifically yet.
Every virus has another twist. You know, every flu season there's another version and there's another twist. And so I'm not going to give it too much thought.
U.S. health officials say Omicron cases in vaccinated Americans have been mild so far. but there's still not enough evidence to know what to expect from the variant.
And starting today, inbound international travelers for the U.S. must take a COVID test within 24 hours of departure. The new policy requires a negative test result within 1 calendar day of a flight into the U.S., regardless of vaccination status. Travelers planning to leave the country for the holidays are frustrated, knowing that when they come back, there will be stricter testing requirements to enter the U.S.
Definitely another challenge that's coming up in the way for travelers.
It's adding a lot more stress. I mean, especially for who's traveling for business like me.
So far, 60% of the country is fully vaccinated and 22% have gotten booster shots, which health officials say is the best protection against Omicron.
Well, we've all experienced the pain at the pump this year with gas prices skyrocketing across the country. But there is some good news. Prices are starting to drop. In Jackson, gas prices have been hovering around the $3 mark for a regular unleaded. AAA estimates the average price in Jackson is $3.03 per gallon. That's an 11-cent drop from this time last month. But the people we spoke to say that even the current prices are still too high.
I think it's too high. Everything's going up at our paychecks. So if we could get a little more money, maybe we could get a little more riding. Well, I still do some riding, not as much as normal, but I still ride though. But it's kind of high though. But, it is what it is.
Gas prices in much of Mississippi is back under $3 a gallon, but that's not the case in Hattiesburg. AAA says the average price at the pump in the Hub City is at $3.12 per gallon. Our annual Remarkable Women contest is coming up soon. If you have a remarkable woman in your life, you have until the end of the month to nominate them. You can submit your nomination by logging on to WJTV and clicking contest. A panel will select a group of finalists and we'll do stories on each of them. Then a winner will be named and they'll be considered for the National Woman of the Year award. Remember, all nominations are due by December 31st.
And we want to remind you to nominate high school seniors for 12 News Senior Spotlight. These outstanding young students will be featured Monday mornings on 12 News at 6:30 a.m. Submit your nominations by going to WJTV.com, clicking the News tab, and selecting Senior Spotlight nominations. And your favorite senior student may be featured on 12 News. Your time right now is 4:37.
And coming up here on 12 News, for those of you looking for work, there's a job fair happening this week. When and where, just ahead.
And coming up on 12 News at 5, the future of abortions in the U.S. is now in the hands of the Supreme Court. Hear what Governor Tate Reeves says he will do if Roe v. Wade is overturned.
And we have a slight risk for severe weather today as a cold front approaches, but then we'll be cool for this afternoon and Tuesday. More unsettled weather will stick with us as we go through the week, so stick around for the full forecast after this break.
But first, taking a look at our live eye at Patty Peck Honda in Ridgeland. You can see a few cars out there on I-55. Beware, it's going to rain today. Thank you for watching 12 News.